This is Talk of Better World. Tell your mom.
Hey, and welcome to Talk of Better Worlds. I am SirFelixTheCat. Just figured I would jump on randomly. Don't really have anything to talk about. Just bored. I gotta do something. But yeah, thank you for watching. Figured, maybe look at Reddit for a bit. Look at some gaming news. I'll start with gaming news. See what's going on in the gaming world, media world. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's share my tab. All right. Okay, let's see what we got going on. We got some Crimson Desert news. They're doing more updates. I mean, as mixed as that game's reviews were, and I mean, me and Hawk have like bashed it, but I mean, if they're trying to actually make it run better, work better for the people who are playing it, honestly, good for them. We need more studios to do that. That's the one thing I love about No Man's Sky is they've continually just updated and fixed the game and just improved it over and over and over and just made it a better game. No Man's Sky just did something new. They added like a Pokemon type thing. Let's take a look at this. No Man's Sky Pokemon. They call it Xeno Arena. It's update that happened. It's the 42nd update. I mean, like I said, they've been improving this game just over and over and over to make it something awesome. And yeah, like that's commendable. There we go. Yeah, it's a Pokemon inspired creature collecting and battling system update. Do like a whole arena type thing. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I approve of that. I can't wait for it to hit the Switch. I'm not sure when it will. Wait for Switch 2. Let's see. I'll probably say when it comes here. This is coming from Nintendo Life. I am getting updates about the fact that I am live, and that is super annoying when it pops up. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. Oh, stop. Stop. Let me reshare this so I get some audio going. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Wasn't prepared for this. Share audio. Okay. Turn this over.
Introducing No Man's Sky, Xeno Arena. Find, train, and battle your pets for the ultimate rewards. Assemble your team. And discover new Xeno species with rare abilities. Complete your pet log. Genetically modify your eggs. And battle with friends. Together, your bond can overcome anything. Take on daily challenges in the arena. Journey across the galaxy and face new competitors. Battle together and reach for the stars in Xeno Arena.
Xeno Arena.
The No Man's Sky journey continues.
Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see if they say when it's coming. Not seeing anything here. I am excited for this. So you have it. Maybe it is on the Switch too. I don't think it hit yet. I was just playing this a few days ago. So maybe it came after I played. I don't know. But yeah, that's an update I am excited for. I'm glad they're doing that. But yeah, Crimson Desert, if they want to keep improving it. And hey, what's up, sad player P4P? Yeah, Crimson Desert. If they keep improving it to make it better for the people who do enjoy this game, good for them. Happy for the players. But apparently they're having some issue with Series S Not surprised. Unfortunately, it is a budget system. They made it affordable enough for players when it first came out. I think its prices also went up, but hopefully something happens with that, so the people with a Series S can play it. This was an interesting one. A $10,000 bounty on the implementation of rollback netcode for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, placed by Maximilian Dude. Because, yeah, we need that. We need that. That is a good game. It's the last good one we had. Infinite, or whatever it was called, was pretty trash. The idea of a story mode for the campaign, or like for the arcade mode, or what do you want to call it, was interesting in concept, but I don't know, it kind of flopped. You can play through it once and it's boring. It is boring. What do we got? We continue talking about Epic. Epic is just a absolute shit show right now. Everything they did, how they decided to do that whole court lawsuit against Apple and Google to make it to where they can get all the money for the Fortnite purchases. They win it, and then instantly they're like, hey, we're going to give you less for your V-Bucks, or whatever they call it, and then they fire a bunch of people. They're just hemorrhaging money because of all these partnerships they keep doing. It looks like Disney, in the end, might end up buying them. That's just kind of rumored right now. If that does happen, that might be kind of interesting. I don't know how it's going to work for all their partnerships they do with the other brands to get the characters, but that would be an interesting move if it becomes a Disney company. That will be interesting. 8-year-old RPG. I don't know if I want to click on this. Graveyard Keeper is available to claim for free on Xbox for a limited time. That is a game to play. If you've never played Graveyard Keeper, give me a second. Graveyard Keeper. It is technically it's a cozy game. Theme-wise, it's not really a cozy game. You're a graveyard keeper. You get sent, basically, I'm pretty sure you die. You're in like a purgatory type hell place. But yeah, you're going to be managing this graveyard. You're eventually going to be harvesting the meat from the bodies you get to then sell it for money. And it's a wild game. Wild game. Definitely check that one out. I am on it. Let me pull up Reddit. Let me switch the view. Let me pull up just share the entire screen. I'll keep the audio on in case I need to use that. All right. Oh, I can switch between things. Graveyard Keeper. Because I'll be bouncing back and forth between Reddit and internet or browser. Yeah, Graveyard Keeper. Here's pictures of it. People making their farms, their cemeteries. You do farming as well. But yeah, you build up the cemetery. You actually dig the graves. You set the headstone. You can upgrade the headstones, make it different things. Like this person has the weird bird creature and then a frog. What else do we got? Graveyard Keeper 2 was announced. I did not know this. This was announced a couple days ago. That's dope. I am glad to see they're keeping the series alive and making it a series. Let's see. Anybody else post any pictures? Here we go. Here's someone's a bigger view of their cemetery. In this game, you also go into the church and you'll hold like a weekly sermon, and people give you tithing, so you get money to upgrade your whole area, the whole cemetery, the church. There is a dungeon underneath the church, which you do like all your post-mortem work and whatnot. Yeah, definitely check that game out. So if you have Xbox, apparently it's free to claim, or at least it was as of 2 days ago. So check that out. What else do we got? Gunzilla CEO says haters are building the narrative that it doesn't pay its contractors. Oh, that's interesting. I hope they're paying their contractors. Some payments may be scheduled in a way that works for the company's cash flow. Okay, so it just has bad practices. Oh, okay. Well, they're a trash studio to begin with. They're blockchain. No, thank you. No, thank you. Do not want blockchain games ever. Absolutely ever. Oh yeah. So a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday actually, we had the Level 5 Visions 2026 showcase, and I love Level 5. Sorry, I love Level 5, but that showcase was kind of sad. They their big series right now is let me see what it's called. I can never pronounce it right. Level 5 soccer game. Inazuma 11 Victory Road. It's been going on. It's a RPG anime soccer game. It's over the top goofiness. If you've ever seen the anime, that's basically what you're doing. But they showed off like, hey, we're having new updates for that. We have the mobile game coming. They have another mobile game that's like some weird monster taming, not like in the sense of Pokemon or Digimon or something like that. You basically collect monsters and little creatures. Let me see. Upcoming mobile game. I should have recorded some of that so I could talk about it better. Pufflings, which is coming later this year. Yeah, Pufflings Journey Through a Fantasy World. Let's see. Do they have? It's a mini game simulator. That's the best way to describe it. Watch a little bit of that.
ようこそこの幻想世界へ。この子はユニクマ。どうやら悪い魔女に囚われているようだ。
It says interesting in Japanese. Is it in English? So we'll just keep it this way.
それとも
I think the whole showcase was in Japanese, anyways. There was no voiceover.
君はこれからパズルを解き、この子を導くことになる。レバー一つで全てが動き出す。ほら、この奇妙な塊を見たまえ。小さく柔らかく、どこか愛らしい。プチポヨンだ。
Yeah, which, that game right there we've seen done 1,000 times. Usually it's done with fruit, where you start off with like a little cherry or something like that. You get 2 cherries, it turns into an apple, and then the apple turns into an orange, and then it gets bigger, it turns into like a watermelon, and then you win points? I don't know.
同じプチポヨンがくっつくと、ほら、形を変え進化していく。この塊は何かな？そう、クリスタル。プチポヨンとは異なるようだ。プチポヨンが進化するたび、ゲージがたまり、ハンマーが使えるようになる。さらに、ハンマーでクリスタルを砕けば、スキル発動。
Yeah, that's the big spin on it. Some UFO nonsense.
どこまで連鎖を広げられるかな？そしてフィーバー中はなんと
Weird stuff, but that main little puffling they keep showing, the pufficorn, I think they call it. This little guy. That's a very disturbing looking picture. But they're even going to make like little animated shorts about him. I don't know if you're into cute little things like that. Reminds me of like some more bizarre like Hello Kitty type world. And then, the whole reason I watched this showcase was Deca Police is going to be coming out. It was supposed to come out last year, got delayed, and then got delayed, and then got delayed. And I was thinking like, okay, this showcase, man, they're definitely going to talk about it. 100% they're going to talk about this. They showed like a 15-second clip saying like, hey, Deca Police, more info to come. They closed out on Professor Layton, which is like their biggest series, right next to their other Pokemon type game. I was going to call it Kini, but that's not it. That was just some made up nonsense I just said. The Ghost one, what the hell is it? Like Ghost Pokemon type thing. I don't know. I've never played the games. I'm not even going to act like I know what they're about. But yeah, that series, they showed off like a little bit and very early gameplay clip from their new one that they've been working on, which will probably come out next year, I think, end of next year or 2 years from now with the way they've been delaying games. But yeah, I mean, it was a letdown. Professor Layton was their last thing they showed. They spent a good time on that. I'd say like 3 to 4 minutes. But yeah, they spent quite a bit of time on the Pufflings, and that was just weird. It was just weird. They're going for that whole let's go mobile, make everything mobile. Oh, what else do we got? After years of Nintendo exclusivity, this beloved puzzle franchise is going multi-platform. Oh, Professor Layton, yeah. Duh, it's the Professor Layton section. Invincible verse open beta test run April 11th, which is today. So, hey, I hope that's going well. All right, what else do we got? Doki Doki Literature Club violates Google's term of service. Google removes Doki Doki Literature Club from Play Store. What? Why? How old is this story? Hit yesterday? I didn't even hear anything about it. Doki Doki Literature Club, months after the iOS and Android launch. Google has removed it. Said it violates the terms of service. The message says Google communicated its depiction of sensitive themes. Oh. There's characters that kill themselves in it. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, portraying mental health in a way that meaningfully connects deeply with players around the world. Because, yeah, it's a very disturbing game. It's not... I mean, when you first look at it, it looks just like your generic visual novel slop. But it's actually a very, very interesting horror game. But, that's crazy that it got removed. I didn't even know it went to mobile. Interesting. All right. Dragon Age Inquisition servers are finally going offline over a decade later. The last good Dragon Age. Wild stuff. Quantic Dream Star Wars Eclipse, still years away. Something big happened with that. Oh, yeah, it's at risk of losing NetEase investments, which means if they lose that, it's going to end up just like the that Yakuza game, something of the dragon. God, I wish I wasn't so thirsty right now. But yeah, NetEase, it seems to be pulling out of a lot of games. That's kind of shocking. Crazy stuff. Ashes of Creations, alleged expense ledger has leaked to ruin your weekend. Okay, how's it going to ruin my weekend? Ashes of Creations. This is an MMO, isn't it? I think so. Oh, yeah, it's on an MMO site. Let's see. Over the course of the implosion of Intrepid Studios and the ensuing court cases. Oh, this seems interesting. Primary claims lodged against Ashes of Creation studio head Stephen Sharif is that he's irresponsible with money. Oh. Okay, let's get some numbers. All right, so outlining a wide assortment of purchases, most of which are boring, like donations to locals girls volleyball team and a serious Portillo's addiction. I don't know what Portillo's is. Or Portillo's if they're super white about it. Okay, I'm going to take a chance and Google what that is. Oh, it's a hot dog place. Okay, so he likes hot dogs. But there are other expenses that may raise some eyebrows, like finances from the company allegedly being used to pay for personal catering, historical memorabilia, and what sure looks like his family mansion. Ooh. The ledger also allegedly shows that payroll to employees was low compared to the cost of living in San Diego, California, and that money coming in from loans and investors was the only thing keeping Intrepid afloat, which, you know, makes sense, but those incomes weren't keeping pace with expenditures. Okay. So, readers may remember that Sharif successfully won a temporary restraining order against the investor board that he's suing. Oh. He is suing investigators that are looking into his, basically what it comes down to is embezzlement. If you're taking these things that are meant for your studio, you're basically underpaying people because you're spending all that money on yourself, especially just nonsense that you don't really need. Like, yeah, I like to go out and eat too. There's a little, basically a mom and pop shop right up the street from me called Fat Guys, and I love to go there and get food. The owner, Chuck, great guy. I go in there, me and him talk about sports. He likes the Philly teams, and my teams are all spread out, like Packers, New York Yankees, Golden State Warriors, and we talk about sports and stuff like that. So I understand going to a place that you love to go to and get your food. It's whatever. But your mansion for personal catering and historical memorabilia period, that's wild. That is wild. But yeah, that's crazy stuff. And to sue the investigators, that's insanity to me. Okay, what else do we got? That allegiance still feels unmatched to me. M2 CEO reveals ultimate game he'd love to work on. What's M2? Okay, article from Time Extension. You can understand. I don't know who M2 is. Games he'd love to work on. He quickly mentioned Darius and R-Type, claiming that side-scrolling shooters have a certain romance to them. I understand that. Like the Contra games. Those are always fun. It's fun to go back to those, like, old-school shooters. Are those the ones that he'd like? I'm not seeing anything else mentioned here. Okay, so he would just like to do those old school shooters. Okay, cool. Cool. Overwatch Season 2 is modernizing old heroes, and I'm ready for a Far Mercy. That's not going to show me more of that. Okay. I'm still disappointed with Overwatch. Especially since they changed Overwatch 2 to Overwatch after they used Overwatch 2 to completely erase the original Overwatch, and nobody was happy about that. I used to play that game all the time. I played it like crazy. There was a period of time where I was out of work because I had health issues. And me and my buddy in California, we would just jump on and basically play Overwatch all day. We had a group of friends we always got on and played with, and it was fun. It was good times. But then they started Overwatch 2, and they instantly were just like, well, we're just going to completely shut down Overwatch 1 now. Play our new one, which is free to play. By the way, it's not as good, but it's free to play. I think it going free to play too, like that was another thing that made people mad is people paid to get into the first one. You had to actually buy the game, given it was on sale on like all the eShops and PlayStation Store and all that stuff. It wasn't super expensive. But the fact that you had to pay to play kind of kept out some of the people who just want to jump on and not play a role. I know if you've ever played, what is it called? Why is my memory just shitting out on me already? I've only been streaming for, 30 minutes? Forgot the name of it. What the hell is the name of that Tom Clancy shooter? Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon, not Vegas, the newer one that's popular. Whatever the hell it's called. But they, you have to play your role. Or am I thinking of Ghost Recon? Am I thinking of the other one? Rainbow Six. Sorry. Rainbow Six. You have to play your role. If you don't play your role, your teammates will just shoot you. They'll just take you out because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And on Overwatch, you need your healer to, provide heals, maybe put down some cover fire, but provide heals. If you have someone who just jumps on and they're the healer in the group because they like the way that the guy on the rollerblades looks, and they're not playing heals, it screws you over. I mean, if you're getting to the game seriously, I didn't play. I just played like the free play type thing. The training mode is what I always called it. It was always fun. Anyways, yeah, fuck Overwatch. I'm done with it. What do we got here? 2026's Dark Horse Game of the Year contender just hit 1.0, and you can't miss it. Soul Sesto. I've never heard of it. A Rogue Dungeon. Okay. Let's see what Polygon has to say about it. All right. A visually dazzling Soul Sesto. Hey, Bailey. Yeah, thanks for jumping on. I've never heard of this game. I have no clue what this is. Back in January, I called Soul Sesto my first favorite game of 2026. Okay. Let's check out what this is. Now loading. And that's wild. Okay. We'll just watch it from this link. Okay, so it has cool vibes, encryption type vibes. I have no clue what's going on in this game, though. I have no clue what I just looked at there. Like, they didn't show any substantial gameplay to really let me know what kind of game this is. Okay, well, if you like weird games, there is Soul Sesto. Cool, cool. Okay, an ode to the Horde. A ramble on what World of Warcraft's most iconic faction means. I'm good. Demons and Pinball. Demons of the Moon. So we got a new pinball game. That's awesome. Humble Bundle. Oh, Golden Tales. I just read Tales. I thought Tales of. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk's getting some new updates for PS5 Pro. That's going to be kind of exciting. Make the most out of that system. New turn-based RPGs to play. Okay, we're going to take a look at this really quick because I love me some turn-based RPGs. And this art looks pretty dope. All right, so what do we got? Give me some games. People of Note. Okay, it is going to Switch too. I was going to say, this looks completely like a Switch game. Nope. Get off my screen. People of Note is one of April's most exciting RPGs, putting the music front and center. I like that. With worlds and characters built around different musical styles, the game's score changes along with your gameplay during combat, highlighting each party member's taste. That's awesome. That is awesome. When does that one come out? Oh, it came out a couple days ago. So yeah, if you like turn-based RPGs and like music, just music in general, check that guy out. I'm definitely going to. Fight Life Vanguard. This one came out yesterday for PC and PS5, or PS5's coming. I'm not feeling it. If you prefer something a little more darker and grittier, Fight Life Vanguard puts you in command of a mercenary company in a fantasy world on the brink of oblivion. The story is more directed than most mercenary sims. So they call it a sim, but this doesn't look like a sim for gameplay style. Whatever. It's probably going to end up playing a little more hardcore too, I'm assuming. Maybe one day I'll check that out. This one does not look entertaining to me at all, but it's called Tacticaldron for PC. Oh, you know what we'll do? These have Steam pages. We'll let that load, and we'll come back to it later. I hope if I stop loading this one. Give me a second. There we go. Stopped it from loading. Next one was Analyst. This one came out for PC, Android, and iOS just a couple days ago. And we'll open up the Steam page too. Man, these things are loading super slow right now. We might not get to that. We just might not. We got Minos, which looks like a maze. Okay. So far, I'm being let down. Diorama. Well, this just screams Pokemon. Evo Serio 2 came out for PC and Android. And I'm guessing it's a Pokemon type. In the wide world of games, seek to capture magic of Pokemon. Yeah, so it's a Pokemon clone. Okay, cool. War Drum. I like the graphics for it, but it doesn't look that fun based on this. Whatever the hell's going on here. Like it's a timed system, like DDR. Space, F. You have to hold F. Yeah, I don't know. If you like weird gameplay styles, check out War Drum. Demo's out on Steam. Okay, well, that was just a waste of time. But we'll check out Vanguard, see what the video's got. For the gameplay, at least. Yeah. God, it reminds me of not Breath of Fire. What's that other one? Oh, there is a game I'm thinking of. Not Alundra. It's a PS1 game. Arc the Lad. The first Arc the Lad game. I mean, hell, graphically, it's just a little bit more impressive than that. Well, I guess it's a lot more impressive. You can actually see detailed, like, arms instead of just being pixels. Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of slow to me. It would be probably annoying after a while, in my opinion. And then we got the Analyst one. Let's see what they got here. Looks pretty. Looks very pretty. So it's another tactical game. like tactical, but that combat, like, let me go back to that. When this guy hits and he knocks him back, it's got like that Fire Emblem vibe to it, and I like that. What else do we got from this?
Hunt or be hunted, the answer I often seek.
Turn that down a bit.
Scars are nothing but marks of survival. Like a hyena wandering the wilderness. What do I see?
Okay.
Where do I belong?
So it's brutal.
I meditated on the concerns, but found no solution. I squeezed in this dilemma.
I mean, cool cinematic trailer, but I'd like to see some gameplay. And we get pictures of gameplay. Design on that dragon's skeleton is pretty awesome. Like, man, art. The art of this game is beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. You build up your squad right there. I'm guessing that's their attack, the 40 and the 30s, 20, 10, 6. He's probably not the best one. I mean, God, these guys are 1. Interesting, though. And this is... When does this come out? This one was supposed to come out a couple days. Oh, no, it is. I don't know why I saw play demo. It says play the game. So, yeah, this game just came out. It's free to play. Why is it free to play? Are there in-game purchases then? Well, it's viewed at mixed. Check out some reviews. They're buying bot reviews, disgusting UI, horrible graphics. Even on the PC client. Chinese voice acting. The overall feel of the game is cheap. Mobile game with mobile quality and mobile monetization. That's sad. That is sad. That is a letdown. Yeah, gotcha mechanics is all you need to know, but the UI and bad translation is a double deal breaker. Don't bother. They wrote something in Chinese. Mandarin. I wanted to try the game, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Dear commanders, the test will officially begin at something. We hope you all embark. Okay. I give it a 5 out of 10. Nothing terrible, but nothing really stands out either. The biggest issue with me is the storyline at the beginning. There's just too much of it for a free game. I want to jump straight into game. Okay, you just don't want story or dialogue. I mean, if you're the kind of person that doesn't want story or dialogue in your game, that's fine for you. Personally, for me to it goes back to my gripe that me and Hawk have had for Crimson Desert. I want a story to my game to keep me drawn in. And if that's not there, it's hard for me to get into it unless it's like a PvP, just online shooter like Fortnite or Overwatch, something like that. Those I can just jump in and play because I mean, who cares? Overwatch did have some cool little like videos they put out for the first one, but yeah, an RPG, if it doesn't have story, I'm not going to play it. That defeats the purpose to me. I mean, there's some free games I played on my phone Which, yeah, at that point, it's just a phone game. I must have gotten rid of it. Oh, there it is. It's called Aethric. Aethric. And it's got no story. It's just an RPG to explore this world and do these missions, and I bounced off it right away. Sorry. I'm dying of thirst right now, apparently. The game worked for an entire 4 battles, then crashed. Gameplay was interesting and challenging. The graphics were great. There are quite a few bugs that caused the game to crash or simply not load on some devices, but the dev team is working on... I wouldn't trust this review. Took me a bit to understand the system, but once it clicks, it's amazing. Finally, a strategy game where positioning really matters. Go play Fire Emblem. Yeah, I don't know. Seems sketchy to me after reading some of those reviews. WoW got an update. I think we touched on that. Everything rumored for Switch 2 in 2026. Yeah, we'll take a look at this. We'll take a look at that. What is this? Metroid. Okay. Let's see what we got. I mean, a lot of these were leaked by Nate the Hate. We pretty much, I think we've all talked about these. Every YouTube channel that covers gaming has talked about these so far. But yeah, we have the Ocarina of Time remake, which, again, it's a remake, not a remaster. They're not just like touching up everything. It's supposed to be a high budget title. So they're actually going in and probably remaking everything from scratch. I hope they just don't change it. I do not want it to have the Breath of the Wild graphics. I'm done with that view style. I want to see something more true to the original, but just make it look better. Almost like if they went to the art style of Twilight Princess. I think that'd be dope. A brand new Star Fox game, which I am excited for. The upcoming Switch 2 edition. Rumors of Switch 2 editions. Pikmin 4. And potentially a Xenoblade Chronicle 2. If they do a remaster of that, like an enhanced edition, wherever they want to call it, that'll be kind of cool. I like the Xenoblade series. I'm not like most people. Xenoblade 1 starts off and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That first time of getting out in that world and exploring the open fields is beautiful. But dude, that game towards the end is just so goddamn overly grindy. You do like jack shit for damage, and it's just basically a war of attrition of like, can I get enough heals in time to win this fight against random battle like Group A? Like I got so tired of having to run through the same dungeon over and over and over to level up once. Was not a fan. And that was me trying to do like side missions to get enough experience to go do the story mission. And then once I got to the story mission, I was like, oh, this boss is not that hard. Just make sure you have the right crew up there, have 2 healers and your attacker, and you can make it through. But again, it was that whole thing of like, do I have enough heals to make it through this battle? And I'm just not a fan of that style. That reminds me of bad MMOs. Bad MMOs are designed to make you have to buy potions. In a lot of those games, they make you actually pay real cash for these potions to heal yourself. And that's kind of what this felt like, just minus the whole having to pay real cash. Just bad spongy design. People don't like the second one. People like to shit on it. It's not that bad of a game. I honestly had more fun in that one so far than I have had in the first one the whole entire game. But given, like I said, the world of the first game is so fantastically amazing. I love the way they set that up. The story to it's beautiful. Characters are amazing. But The game itself towards the end just was a letdown. All right, Hi-Fi Rush possibly coming. Devil May Cry was spotted on Switch for coming to Switch 2. There are similar rumors about Guardians of the Galaxy. It's interesting that comes up. There's a game I decided to go ahead and download again because I haven't played it since it was dropped for the system. But Guardians of the Galaxy on Switch 1 is just a cloud game. I decided to download it again just to go ahead and test, like, hey, is the cloud gaming better on Switch 2? Answer is no. It's not better. It's the same junk we had before. They just don't do cloud gaming well at all for Switch. But if they actually put a physical copy of Guardians of the Galaxy, bro, I'm getting that day one. That is one of the best Marvel games ever. I like Spider-Man on PS4. Great game. It was not enough for me to go out and get a PS5 to play the second one, especially since the second one is just the first one again with a little bit more content. I mean, they changed a different story, obviously, but it was enough for me to want to keep playing that series. It wasn't like the Batman games where you have Batman Arkham Asylum and then Arkham City. That was such a huge increase, like change of game. Yeah, the combat was the same. It just got better. You got more gadgets. Spider-Man did that too. I get that. But the world changed. Everything changed for it. And it was great. You had more ability to fly around, do stuff. If they had started off with Arkham City and then did Arkham City 2 or Arkham Knight, I wouldn't have been as into it. I don't think the jump from Arkham City to Arkham Knight, and I'm not talking about just the story, but the game was that impressive. It wasn't. I think that's the biggest hindrance for Spider-Man. I think given Spider-Man's always set in New York, I totally get that. But it would have been cool had they changed where you're at. That probably would have drawn me into Spider-Man 2 more. Would have made me want to play it. Instead of having to do the same thing. That's why I like the Tales of series. The Tales of games, you're always in a different place. And you get different characters too. If they let you play more of the game as Venom, that would be more of a draw too. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Black Cat comes back and you get to play as her. That would be awesome. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, that game is a banger. It's fun. It's fantastic. It is a fantastic game. It was one of the best games that I had played in a while at that time. And it's sad. It is so sad it didn't sell well. It sold like shit because the Avengers game that came out a little bit before it was bad. Like I tried to give that game a chance. I wasn't a defender of it, but at first when I started playing, I was like, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. The more I played it, I was like, okay, this game is pretty bad. Every enemy is a bullet sponge or just damage sponge. And it got old. It got old pretty quick. But Guardians of the Galaxy was nothing like that. It's epic. They did the characters beautifully. It doesn't just feel like Disney game, like the Marvel writing for the MCU. It's quippy, but then again, this is Guardians of the Galaxy, and if you've ever read the comics, ever watched them in a cartoon or something like that, that's how they are. That's just how the crew is. The way they did Rocket in the MCU is how Rocket is. Groot is Groot. He's always been that way. And then Star-Lord, yeah. Star-Lord, they nailed him. He's better. The way Chris Pratt portrays Star-Lord is done very well. I can't knock that. The way they wrote him, that's Star-Lord. But I don't know. He's better in the game than he is in the movies. Like, by far. He's just more likable. And plus, the way they start that off where you're listening to the band Star-Lord, it's fantastic. You can actually pick up your guitar in the room and start playing a little bit of it. Your mom in the game feels like a mom. She comes down, she sits on your bed, grabs your headphones, she wants to listen to it, and she starts doing the mom thing of like trying to rock out to your music. And then tries to get her son all happy, like, yeah, maybe we'll get tickets and go see him in concert. It felt like a real life mom. Did Snake Eater not come out to Switch? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it's not. I thought it was. Huh. I mean, I have the bundle somewhere. Is it one of these? Yeah. The bundle number 1. I got that for Switch. I never booted up. What else do I have in here? Oh, Smash Bros. Yeah, I have Smash Bros Ultimate. And I've knocked Smash Bros Ultimate before. Maybe I've just been away from Smash for too long, but it's too floaty for me. Every character kind of feels like Jigglypuff or Kirby in the sense of the way that they fall. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I mean, I played it for quite a while. I got like at least 50 hours into it just playing what I call the campaign mode, survivor mode, where you start off as Kirby, which is all you need. I mean, if you're going to start off with any character, you might as well start off with the demigod. One of the most powerful characters ever written. Well, for Nintendo. If you want to talk about the most powerful characters ever written, you're talking about the Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny. I mean, hell, Barney the dinosaur is a terrifying godlike creature. We should talk about that. We should talk about that. How powerful is Barney the dinosaur? Let's go down this rabbit hole. Barney the dinosaur is an exceptionally powerful reality warping entity. Powered by imagination, he can create galaxies, teleport, manipulate matter, and bend physics to his will. Often cited as a high-tier reality warper, multi-galaxy level in Versus Battles fandom.com. He primarily uses his powers to sing, dance, and teach, rarely for combat. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, key powers and abilities, reality warping. Barney can transform objects, create new items, and alter the environment around him, often using sparkles to change, create, or banish items. Dimensional manipulation. He can create portals, travel through space effortlessly, and open up imaginary worlds. Where in these imaginary worlds, he can teleport you into that world and then close it off and delete it. Just erase it from existence. Telekinesis and magic. He can move objects, leaves, wood. Okay. I don't know why they mentioned those two. That's random. And perform magical tasks such as turning toys into real objects and changing clothing colors. Which is minor feats. Again, that goes along with the whole, why did you mention leaves and wood? I'm out of water because I've been drinking so much. What else do we got? Speed and stamina. He is capable of traveling across galaxies in a short period, 13 minutes to travel across multiple galaxies, placing his speed in the massively faster than light plus range. Immortality and durability. This is the kicker here. As an imagination-based entity, he is 200 million years old and can withstand, for example, a plane crashing without damage. That is an understatement. The only way to kill Barney the dinosaur is to basically eliminate the concept of him. If he exists, because the only reason he exists is because you know of him. He exists in your imagination. So as long as somebody out there still knows who Barney the dinosaur is, he exists. So, for example, put him up against someone like Superman, someone who can't die. The only way Superman is going to be able to defeat Barney the dinosaur is to eliminate the concept of him, or to kill everyone who knows about him. So kill the whole planet. You have to kill everybody on the planet, and then Superman himself would know about him, so you'd have to kill himself. That's the only way to get rid of him. Like, either have someone who can warp reality to the point where he doesn't exist, or kill everyone. Like, literally everyone. It's wild shit. Absolutely wild shit. Mind and empathetic manipulation. He often manipulates the emotions of those around him, turning them into friendly, happy individuals. So he could be kicking your ass and just make you happy with the fact that he's doing that. Yay! While he is not a fighter, Barney has been described as a multi-galaxy threat in fictional battle scenarios due to his ability to alter reality on a massive scale. He often avoids combat by converting his enemies into friends. They did a good job, given they just took that all from Reddit, pretty much. Reddit, and yeah. Strongest fictional characters Barney could beat. So we'll go back to Reddit, because why not? As silly as this sounds, Barney does have feats that can make him deadly if he were to ever use his abilities for combat. They want us to go to versus battles. Let's go to a wiki. All right. Super duper. I didn't think this is where I was going to go with this stream. Really didn't, but this is where we're at. Barney is a friendly purple dinosaur, originated from a doll that was brought to life thanks to the strong imagination of children, bringing love to everyone in his path. Let's see. At least for his tier, he's at least 9B, high 4C. I don't know what any of that shit means. With imagination-based powers. Get rid of that. It's not going to get rid of it. It's just going to freeze. Cool. But yeah, he's at least 200 million years old. 2 dinosaur years. He's 2. Classification king. Anthropomorphic. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. It's a long one. Powers and abilities. Superhuman physical characteristics. Self-sustenance. He can survive on the moon with no protection. Longevity. He's immortal. Magic transformation via doll. Light manipulation. Control sparkles. Made a rainbow and colorful shapes. And painted a canvas. That was the things they named. He can break the fourth wall. He has enhanced senses. Broadway force? The hell is Broadway force? The musical minister effect. Consideration is a power that certain people can tap into by spontaneously breaking into song and dance, causing everyone and everything around them to become bound by it and compelled to join in. It's terrifying. Cloth manipulation, summoning, dimensional storage. He has the Barney bag, which can store anything he wants. Weather manipulation, plant manipulation, animal manipulation, immersion and portal creation, telekinesis, size manipulation, air manipulation, teleportation, transmutation, subjective reality, time manipulation, creation, heat manipulation, life manipulation. Yeah, he created a Baby Bop. Or yeah, he created Baby Bop. That's right. Limited age manipulation. And time travel. His attack potency, at least wall level, stronger than BJ, who could survive or who could casually knock out a tree, to large star level with imagination-based powers. He has somewhere between subsonic and massively faster than light. Let's see. Lifting strength class 1. He lifted this. Lifted this.
Barney, would you hold this for me?
Sure. Oh,
And now I'm going to lift this barbell while Barney's holding it.
you are?
Ready, Barney?
Well, I guess so.
Okay, so it's 1,000 pounds. Okay. All right. At least wall level, durability at least wall level. Yeah, at least we don't know. We don't know how strong he really is. Stamina is unknown. I mean, he gets tired quickly, it seems. What else do we got? Standard melee range, at least hundreds of meters with weather manipulation. Interstellar with creation. Let's see. So we mentioned the Barney bag, which can just pull out anything he wants. Magic jars that can change the weather based on the 4 seasons, which Barney can create. And looks like Nightmare, I guess. Nightmare is how you pronounce that. A device that he can summon or create, which can change from day to night, vice versa. All right. He's at least above average for intelligence. Cool. Weakness. His personality is strongly against violence, which includes fighting. He can't move while in doll form, but teleportation and reshaping mitigate that. His weather manipulation has a time limit for about an hour and also grants those in the affected area the appropriate clothing for it while it lasts. So I guess weather manipulation is kind of pointless because you'll just magically be wearing what keeps you safe from it. That's it. That's all we got. He's never fought anybody because he doesn't fight. But yeah, crazy OP character. It's wild. It is wild. Let's go back to this. We just completely got off topic. What else do we got? Anything interesting in this? Romeo is a dead man, possibly coming. That was from Suda51. Monster Hunter Wilds is rumored. I want to see what's that game we didn't get? We got Dragon's Dogma 1. We need Dragon's Dogma 2. I think the Switch 2, with a lot of work to the game to make it suitable for it, would be able to pull that game off. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, and then I don't believe GTA 6 is coming to the Switch 2. If it does, cool. I'm not getting it either way. I just don't care for it. I lost interest in GTA after 4. Just completely lost interest in it. Yeah, so there's some upcoming Switch games. Don't care. There's a sale going on PlayStation, so if you have a PlayStation, definitely jump on there and take advantage of that. Guilty Gear is still thriving. I'm glad this series is still around. Borderlands, the game that just refuses to come over to Switch 2. They just dropped it, or it's on like indefinite pause or something like that. What do we got? Commander Kitten spikes to $50. Cool. Some Magic the Gathering stuff. Okay. Sonic. I think that's going to be all the entertainment news I have for the video game world. Pete Hines left Bethesda because I always wondered why he left. Let's see. Bethesda was getting damaged, mistreated, and abused. Interesting. I mean, you could be in the party of like me and Hawk, where it seems like the company got damaged once he left. So maybe it was getting damaged behind the scenes, and that's what we see on our end. I mean, I don't know if you guys are in the same party as us. Bethesda was amazing. I mean, they still make some amazing games. They published the Indiana Jones game that was made by a different studio underneath them. So, I mean, you could credit them with that. But their actual games. Skyrim, great game for its time. Yes, it's legendary at this point because it's been ported to everything under the sun. It's going to be the next Doom where basically your fridge can run the game. It's going to have a port for that. But yeah, they're writing for 4. Fallout 4 is a good game. Like, it's a good video game. 100%. It is fun. It's still got that Bethesda charm to it. But the writing, quality-wise, dropped. That's because of the head writer for or I guess it's lead writer. Yeah, Emil Pagarillo or whatever. Yeah, incompetent writer. That's how most people feel. He's not good at his job. If he's the reason the writing started to suffer for Fallout starting with Fallout 4, and then why the writing in Starfield is so bad, then he definitely needs fired. Like 100%. They need to replace him with someone who is more competent. I don't want to see. Oh, and he's a Red Sox fan, so fuck him. God, that's disgusting. Sorry if you're a Red Sox fan. I'm Yankees fan, so I'm always going to have that rivalry there. Even though I don't consider the Red Sox the rival of the Yankees, the true rival of the Yankees is their kryptonite, which is the Tampa Bay Rays. Absolutely. I hate watching them play the Rays because it's like the Yankees can start off good. They can hit like 12 home runs in the first inning. And then from that point on, the Rays are going to make the Yankees look like they don't know how to play the game. They will just shut them down left and right. And it's so upsetting. So upsetting. I've actually seen games where the Yankees start off great in the first 2 innings. And then from that point on, you'll see like the Rays get like home run, bases loaded, grand slam. And then suddenly Yankees lost their great lead and they'll never be able to get another point. Okay, enough about sports ball. Yeah, Emil is a longtime employee. As a longtime employee of Bethesda, design director, he has played a major role in shaping the narrative and design for Starfield, as well as previous titles like Fallout 4 and Skyrim. He was a designer, a design director for Skyrim, so he didn't really hurt the game there. It was once he shifted over to writing, which started with Fallout 4. Yeah, the internet does not like this guy because everything points to him being the reason why it's not great. But I think they need to spend more time on their, like, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. That is one of those games that if you don't like story, you don't think story is important in a game, you probably don't play that game for the reasons the fans of the series do. Same thing with Fallout. If you don't like the story, you're not playing Fallout for the same reasons me and other people play it. You just want to go out there and have some fun and kill some weird mutated things and play it more like it's a Doom type game, or just run around killing stuff, and that's cool. If that's how you play games, good for you. I want to get into it for the writing. Like, I like a good story with my game, like I've mentioned several times on this stream already. And it hurts to see someone come along and basically just take what I love about these games and just be like, well, I don't care. I don't care. We'll make this have the personality of a toaster. It's sad. It is just sad. Oh, but yeah. Anyways, back to our boy Pete Hines. So he left and what place the company has under Microsoft. We did an interview with Kirk McKen. There's too many cuz in that. With Fireside Chat series. So it's because of his mental health. I was staying there because this place still needs me. I just hit a point of yes, it needs me, and I am powerless to do what I think needs to be done and run this place properly, to protect these people, to maintain what we worked so hard to create, which is an incredibly efficient, well-run video game developer and publisher. When I was unable to do that, I thought my job should involve in continuing to have that place be, if not the most efficient publisher in the game industry, it was way the fuck up there. God, talk about something interesting. I think I've done. Truthfully, mental health is so deplorable. Okay, yeah. So yeah, going under Microsoft kind of. Yeah, I get that. They went under Microsoft and it hit him mentally to where he had no more control to be able to help his people. He couldn't help his company. It was just do what Big Daddy Microsoft says and look at where Xbox is. That's a great way to look at it. Look where Xbox is. It's sad. Like I don't hate Xbox. I'll play Xbox. There's some great Xbox exclusive titles. But it's so sad to see how stupid the people in charge of this company have been. I don't mean Phil Spencer. I don't even mean Asha Sharma. The people in charge of it are the people who are Microsoft. Those people need to stay the fuck out of the games. Let the game companies and the game side of it handle their stuff because they were doing good work. Once you went more corporate with your bullshit, they released the Xbox One. They decide, oh, let's make this game console and let's not focus on games. Let's focus on other types of media, other things you can do with this besides play games, which is why people are going to buy your console in the first place. And that's the mindset they had. And then the whole Xbox Play Anywhere thing. I get where they're going with that. They want to get more people to draw into it. So yeah, if you have your phone, go ahead and play your Xbox there. Whatever. But you still got to put out games and focus on your games. Game Pass is hemorrhaging money. It's been hemorrhaging money since you guys started the whole program. When you decide to start buying all the developers and studios up, you hemorrhage more money. They don't know how to run a business, and it's sad. It is sad to see them fail so hard. And I want to see them thrive. I want to see them get back to where they were. Be a real competitor for PlayStation. Make that rivalry come back. Even though I don't like the console wars, I want to see the rivalry between the two big companies. It makes them both try to make good games, good games. God, I hate it, and I want to see Game Pass go. Yeah, it's good for kids. It really benefits them. It doesn't benefit adults who have a work life. Because you're paying, $30 a month or whatever the hell it is for Game Pass. So yeah, if you're going to play a quick game, like, what was I playing recently that's short? The Marvel Brawler game, whatever it's called. If you're playing something like that you can play through in like an hour, that's not even a full price game. I can't think of any full price games that are, short, but if you had a full price short game that you could beat like in a weekend or like two of those, yes, Game Pass for that month was worth it. Instead of paying $120 for two games or $140 if they're $70 games, you paid $30, played through two games and beat them. Cool. You saved money. But a lot of games nowadays cost or take up maybe 60 plus hours. If you have a work life and like you have a family, if you're an adult, you got to do stuff, you have a life outside of gaming, you're not going to get your money's worth. That 60-hour game might take you 3-4 months to play through. So 30 times 4 is a lot more than just buying the game. So yeah, it benefits kids who can just get off school and play games and then play games all weekend. I mean, I wish I could go back to doing that. Play games all weekend, not have to do anything. Just sit there, get up in the morning, play games till I go to sleep at night. Stay up all night, play games. It would be great. But that's just not reality for adults. It's sad. It's sad that we have to grow up and we have to have like these things called responsibilities and jobs. Metro 4, that is a fun game series. I don't like games that have super dark areas. Metro does have super dark areas. However, these games, I love them. They have that Fallout vibe because they are post-apocalyptic. They've got good horror elements and just fantastic gameplay. They are so much fun. So much fun. I think I have. Yeah, I've bought them on basically everything I've played on. I bought them all on PS4. I had them all on Stadia when I used to play that. Or when that thing still existed, I had them all on there. And it wasn't like I just claimed them for free. I bought them day one once they dropped on the system. I got my refund, obviously. They gave everybody a refund who bought games on there. But yeah, then I bought them for Switch. I should boot those up, see how they play on Switch too. They weren't the greatest on Switch one. They were decent ports. They just weren't like standout ports. It didn't feel like I was playing on the Stadia or on PS4. But maybe on Switch 2 using the boost mode, they'll be worth it. Anyways, oh yeah, Fantasy Life I is the other game, level 5 announced. Going back to a story I talked about like an hour ago. EverQuest. I love my EverQuest. I used to stream that like a year ago or so. Let's see. Too Deep to Quit. A co-op adventure, probably a dungeon crawler, I'm guessing. 5 independent game studios from Nova Assembly Holding Company. Okay. Oh. This is the police as part of that. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this. From 80 level, or 80.lv. Unfrozen, SirFelixTheCat Studios, VEA Games, Game Garden, and Weepy join forces to share expertise while preserving creative independence as Nova Assembly. All right. 5 independent studios have announced the formation of Nova Assembly, a new developer-led holding designed to foster... Start that sentence over. A new developer-led holding, designed to foster collaboration without sacrificing creative autonomy. The initiative brings together Unfrozen, SirFelixTheCat Studios, VEA, I already read that, creating a shared structure focused on resource exchange, production support, and long-term sustainability. I like the idea of this. Unlike traditional consolidation models, Nova Assembly is structured to allow each studio to retain full control over its projects while benefiting from shared expertise across development and marketing. The studios will operate independently while collaborating where it makes strategic sense. Why haven't people done this before? Why have studios not done this in that sense? You always have like these studios coming together. You get like the big banners that end up being like EA and Activision, Microsoft, where they just buy up these studios and force them to like work on things. Like, let's go back to how I mentioned Activision. Every studio you have is now the Call of Duty X studio. They're going to work on these Call of Duty games, or they're going to be a support studio for Call of Duty. No. Stop that. Shame on you. Bad. Work on what you're good at. It's kind of like what given nobody likes them, and I get that. It's like what THQ Nordic did when they teamed up with the other groups to make Embracer Group. they originally had that mindset of like, hey, we're going to get all these studios, we're going to buy them up to bring them into our group so they could basically have that support to make their games. And now Studio A can get support from Studio B when it makes sense to have support from them, to get more collaboration and basically just help when they need it. And sadly, Embracer Group, they bought too many. Financing went out the window. They were looking from, like, I think it was Saudi Arabia was going to finance them, and they pulled out, which then led to them having to close some studios. That was a very shitty move. We lost good studios in that movement. We had some bad games come out, like what's that GTA competitor? Or it used to be, but it was more funny. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of it right now. My memory's just blacking out on me right now. But Saints Row, that's what it was. The Saints Row reboot was a complete disaster. I had my fun with it until I got later into it. I liked the story missions, and that's basically all I had going for it. The side missions were complete and utter trash. I mean, because you have like, what, 5 areas to the city, and the side missions were literally, you had like 4 or 5 different options to do, like missions to do in each place, and they were the same fucking mission, just change the area of the city. So defend from these like 5 waves, or, you know, drive around and check out these spots to learn more about the city. And that was really it. It was dumb. It was dumb. I think you had races too, like 1 race in each part of the city. Disappointing. Yeah, within Nova Assembly, we have designed a carefully balanced system of motivation and mutual support between the studios. The goal is to ensure that collaboration strengthens everyone involved, while still preserving a strong incentive for each team to perform at its best. In practical terms, this means that a portion of each studio's return is tied directly to its own success, while another portion is linked to the overall performance of Nova Assembly as a whole. This creates alignment across the group, encouraging studios to support one another, while maintaining full ownership and responsibility for their individual projects. As for recruiting, with 10 projects currently in development across different genres, we are always interested in connecting with talented developers. At the same time, one of our key principles is cost efficiency. We are not looking to scale headcount indiscriminately, but rather to grow this is starting to scare me. Grow thoughtfully, bringing in the right people where they can have the most meaningful impact. I was liking everything about that until that sentence. At the same time, our key principle is cost efficiency. We are not looking to scale headcount indiscriminately. I'm glad you're not looking just to fire people left and right, which is what's that saying? But even bringing that into the question is just like, that's what I was talking about with Embracer Group. Lots of people lost their jobs. We lost good studios. We lost good talent. But yeah, here's some of the games that these people are known for. I've heard of this one. The Eternal Life of Goldman. That's a big one that's, I think, coming up, if not already out. And then This Is the Police. That's a cool little game. All right, get off my screen. Yeah. So I look forward to seeing what Nova Assembly is going to pull out. That's pretty awesome. And I think that's where I am going to end this stream. Instead of playing a game, I'm just going to call it there. I mean, it's been an hour and a half, something like that. For everybody who came on, jumped on, I thank you for watching. My initial plan was to play Fallout New Vegas. Unfortunately, my computer's been having this issue where randomly my keyboard or mouse will just get disconnected. And I didn't want that to happen while I was streaming a game, because then I'm kind of SOL. I did just reset the connection before I started the stream. I think that's why it's been working so well. It was acting up right before I started this. So at least we made it through this. Hopefully I get a new docking station that connects my laptop to my monitors. Hopefully I get that in the next like couple weeks so I go back to streaming New Vegas. I do have like the thumbnail ready. I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be saving Prim. Maybe do a little bit more like verbal role playing while I get into this, like get into my character, act like I'm the hero, or not the hero, the courier. Play more of a actual character to it. But yeah. So hopefully that comes around soon so I get back into that. I can also stream some Switch games. I was thinking about showing guys a little bit of what is it called? Bloomtown something or other. Let me... Oh, here it is. I had to make sure I was on the right... Yeah, I had to look up a thing because I didn't want to do it. Bloomtown, A Different Story. This is also on phones and PlayStation. I think that's it. And Switch. Oh, so it is on Xbox. Cool little... It is kind of cozy. You can call it a cozy game because it has... For story, it's time-based. In reality, it's not time-based. There is a time of day that happens, but they'll be like, oh, you got to hurry up and do this. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. No, that time limit that they're pushing on you is just purely narrative. You can sit there and just decide to farm or go read books every day and not actually go do the dungeon stuff. But yeah, it's a Persona-like game. It tries to do too much and stumbles. I don't think it does. I don't think it stumbles at all. This game is solid. Absolutely love it. I just started over on it. I was going to go ahead and stream that, show you guys it, try to get some more attention on it. And because I do think it's a game that everybody should play. It deals with more complex things. Basically, your main character, some people would say it's a woke game. It's that kind of thing. She deals with depression. And she discovers that she's more into women than to guys. So it's got some deep story to it. But you also deal with the fact that your parents are getting a divorce. I believe that's happening because mom and dad sent you to go stay with grandpa for a bit because things are going on. You're going to go stay with them for the summer. You're coming to having to deal with that mentally, along with your little brother. But yeah, cool little game. I might show that. I'm in hell. If I decide to stream a little bit tomorrow, I'll do that. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. I have a video going up on Monday. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll say this now. I have a video going up on Monday. It's a little bit of our podcast that we did on last Monday. It's the last section of it, which I want people to play, or I want people to see. But given that was almost a 3-hour podcast, most people can't sit through that. I understand that attention spans. But yeah, it's video game pitches we did. We both made up a video game, made up a studio, and pitched a game for each other or to each other to see, or to the audience, I should say, to chat, to see which one people would more likely play. Mine was purely comedy. But Hawk's game did sound interesting, so definitely go check that out. That'll be up Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, if I decide not to stream tomorrow, then have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. You guys take care.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.